chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe, chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, sprint clear. Ready. Blue 80. 53. Mike. Gun.
Now Ryan on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big run by the big man Fournette, 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Leopard! Detroit!
A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch him now, Barney! 3 down. Now let's go! 3-19! Watch the screen! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And here now come the Falcons. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Ito Smith. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw is Ryan. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Check. Kill. Check. 50. 39. Check. 53's Mike.
No gain on this defense. No.
Wait. Gun. Check. Fresno.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Get up! Hey, it's left. It's just me. Ready, set up. Back 25.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking downfield for Joe. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
I got 15. Detroit!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Kenneth Dixon, the running back, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch the out. Watch gun! Hold the look. Hold. I got him. Back's mine. I got him.
Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
Three down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the foot.
Detroit! Detroit! Go, go, go! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
You ain't got nothing.
Here we go, here we go! Motion, motion, motion!
On second down, here's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Mike's 49! Mike's 49! You don't want this.
On third down, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
They keep it with Smith on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
21. Ready.
On second down, Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff to Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mike, 20.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Let's go. 20. Watch the ship.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the counter, it's Smith. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
3 down. 22.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And now here come the Ravens. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
3 down. Now let's go. 3-19. Gone.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Gone. Detroit. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Check. Detroit. 45. Detroit.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Banjo.
There's Jackson on third and long, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. He's got a man, complete. A big-time third down play for the Ravens. 58 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now it's Jackson. Completes it to Dixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Hey, wait.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, let's go. 39.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner, able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Hey, gun. Right. Right.
Check 31, check.
They'll try to run for it with Smith. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Detroit!
Here's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Gun!
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
3 down.
Detroit!
49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Gun!
Come on.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Jackson going to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Again, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here's a give to Fournette. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Tuesday.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
39.
I got it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. Lay down.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground with Smith. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. As And they, in fact, will throw it. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll run it again with Smith. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Let's go.
Wide. Get wide.
The pitch goes to Smith. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
No. Check. Patriot.
49, guys. Mike.
Gun.
Now Jackson on second down, escaping the pressure right.
He goes to you.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Detroit. Gun.
One last shot for Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's got... They move to 11-1, and they will hit the road next week for a date.